everyone, it is AD with Cosmo Astrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading. Today we are talking about what is your upcoming month. What is next September 2021 if you click on this video as soon as I upload it. That's the energy that I tuned into, but you know, most of my readings are timeless, so just your upcoming month is another way to look at it, guys. But yeah, this is the Cosmo Quickie, so we know that this is timed. So let's go ahead and get straight into business, guys. Thank you so much for your continued support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you know, yeah, I appreciate you. I love you mucho. Appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Give me a second while I set this timer. I always forget every time. Okay. Alrighty. Hello, pile number one. This is AD with Cosmo Astrology, and I'm doing your pick a card reading. This is your Cosmo Quickie for what is coming up next month, specifically September 2021, when I post this reading, guys. So I'm super excited to get into it. As you know, this is Cosmo Quickie, so it's timed. So let's get going without any further ado. All right, or don't. Hold on. I've told you, pile one, you're always my experimental group. I'm always like doing something. All right, we're here. Okay, so let's talk about this Yu-Gi-Oh card. So it's really interesting if you can see it. Hold on, let me make sure that the focus is correct. I really do Breaker, the Magical Warrior. So that's so interesting. I love Magical Warrior. I don't know why I feel like that's going to play a game. But, you know, again, this person is armed with their sword. So I imagine a lot of communication coming in, you fighting for yourself, defending yourself in some way. That doesn't mean that, like, the world is against you. But I just feel like you might, you know, be walking with your chest a little bit more puffed out. So let's go ahead and get into your cards. Guys, as you know, if you know me, we are starting here with astrology. Vedic astrology, keep in mind, please. So my placements might be a little different than yours, but the energy should read about the same. So boom, we're starting off big energy, Pluto transformation, major changes coming in, extreme changes coming in. Yeah, the third house messages, Gemini energy represented. Again, I mentioned the sword energy. I just feel like you're going to be communicating. You're going to be expressing things that you want, expressing changes that you expect. Jupiter return benefits. Ah, yes, beautiful. Like, I think that this is going to be a pretty, lucky month in a sense where there's expansion happening. There's things that are changing for you that you're actually seeing. Oh yeah, lunar eclipse change right on the same level. So major changes this next month for you guys. And it could start with some sort of communication. We got Jupiter, Sagittarius, Mercury here. So I just feel like some of you guys are going to be like expanding your thoughts. Some of you could be in school learning something with Jupiter return. But I just feel like your thoughts are going to be heard in a sense, and it really is going to change your perspective of self. This is good change, really good change. Oh, I forgot that you had some extra cards. You got Taurus, I have, and Sagittarius, I see, backing up the Sag energy. So I just feel like some of you guys could be traveling long distance. That's not for everybody, but Jupiter does represent like long distance travel. But I really feel like it's learning. There's something that you learn, and maybe even about money, finances, business with this Taurus energy. There's something that you learn that really changes your perspective and your outlook on life and kind of your ideas. And I think it's for the better. I really do. I think that you're gaining some much needed knowledge. For those of you who are in school or thinking about studying, I just feel like you're going to have a professor of some sort that really opens up your mind and expands your thinking. Like it could just be, maybe it's even one class where like a professor or somebody says something, a mentor says something, and you're like, huh. Okay, I didn't think of it this way. Or, that was really vital. And this will be something that you'll be able to carry with you for the rest of your life. So that's really beautiful. Let's go ahead and keep, I guess I can move this down a little bit. But let's go ahead and keep shuffling. Pluto, Mercury, just backing it up. There's a change in thought. Ooh, excuse me, specifically a change in direction. But I can't help but think that this is a good change. This is a really positive change. Like you're starting to think about something in a different way, and it is for your benefit, but you're changing your mind about something. There's something you're changing your mind about specifically. You're changing your communication style. You're changing something. Let's keep going. Taurus. Some of you guys, it could be movement, relocation. It's interesting to see Taurus come up. I can't wait to get into your cards, guys, because I'm excited about the story that it's going to tell. But this is all about, I'm really getting from Taurus beauty. So some of you guys could have a change in your like confidence in how you view yourself and how you feel about yourself. You're changing your mind about something. It'll probably be different for each and every one of you. Virgo, again, more Mercury energy. You're just thinking about things in a different way. And then finally we have Neptune. So some of you guys, I feel like you're cutting through the illusion. You're seeing past. We have these different energies represented right here. Pisces versus Virgo, so they're opposites, but I feel like this is actually in tandem where you are maybe being a Virgo about Piscean things. So what do I mean about that? Or even Taurian things. So I really feel like you're looking at something, you're paying attention to details when it comes to like an art or when it comes to a learning about something. I just feel like you're about to have a really life-changing like drop of knowledge on you this month, and it's really going to help you see things a lot more clearly and put a different lens on life than you have in the past. And I think that you'll ultimately be very grateful for this, but it is going to be life-changing, absolutely. But it's mental. It's a mental change first, and then it might manifest, with the Taurus energy, it might manifest into something different as you move on. But that's what I'm getting this far. So let's keep going. So yeah, I pulled one card, a major arcana card. So you got the Tower. So yeah, and even look at this. It's so interesting. So we have like the two eyes. It kind of reminds me of like the Libra scale, but this strike of lightning. I feel like for some of you guys, it's a strike of inspiration. Whatever it is that you end up doing, it's very technical. It's very earthy. You end up using your hands. For some of you, I just got an image of like pottery, sculpting. That's not for everyone, but I just feel like you're going to be using your hands for something. But regardless, you're going to be like, it's an inspiration strike. You're going to be struck with inspiration. Your eyes are going to be made open. You're going to be able to see things clearly, things that you missed before. It could be for some of you guys, if you know who you are. If you have like one of those like obsessive personalities, I have an obsessive personality, so it's not a diss, but I just feel like you getting fixated on something very specific. And again, it could deal with beauty, it could deal with money, finances, anything that has to do with Taurus energy, architecture, engineering, something you're gonna get fixated on. And you're really going to want to learn about this as much as you possibly can, okay? And it might be something that you would have never expected, but I feel like you're just going to be struck with inspiration, which is absolutely gorgeous. All right, so let's go ahead and move into your tarot. Knight of Cups. Nice. Justice. Beautiful. Wow, the Lovers. Okay, so I do think that there could be some soulmates in line if you want to read it that way. For others of you, I feel like you're going to be braced with a decision. And again, it's something artistic, Libra energy with the Justice card. So some of you guys are going to be faced with a decision to go in a different direction. You're changing course, but I feel like, or you might have the opportunity to change course, but it'll balance you out following your intuition. Again, for some of you guys, this is going to be like a meeting or a reconciling of a soulmate. You might be meeting somebody. But at this point in time, I feel like this is really a decision. But let's keep going. The Five of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the High Priestess. All right. So again, with this Mercurial energy, Gemini, Virgo, really, really strong to me right here as far as like just learning how to balance something out that you're trying to do. It's interesting to see the Five of Swords here. So there could be some level of miscommunication, or like I said, you're having to defend yourself, like I said earlier. But I just feel like it's in a safe space where somebody challenges your thoughts and you have to defend your thoughts. And I think that when you do, and you are finally like, I believe in this thing, I stand up for myself, I'm speaking my I'm speaking my truth, and you're going to have to deal with that. I think that there's a level of confidence that comes in it. Maybe you end up having this debate in front of somebody, a boss, a teacher, a coworker, or whatever, and then after you have this debate, somebody walks up to you and be like, hey, you know what you would be? You would be a great lawyer or whatever. And you're like, oh, wow, I never thought about that. And then it could be something along those lines. I just feel like there's some type of communication that ends up being real divine intervention. It's something that's supposed to be seen, and then it put you on a path, a different path than you originally expected. And it's going to come in quick. Again, I asked for the month, so this isn't far off. This is the upcoming month. Again, for a lot of you, it's going to be September. But in your next upcoming month, this is what's going on. The Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Temperance card. So you got a little extra card. So to see the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess come out back to back like that, this is definitely giving me an energy of somebody has their eyes on you. Not only are your angels orchestrating this next chapter for you, pile number one, I really do feel like somebody in your 3D reality really has their eye on you. Again, Temperance, Guru, Jupiter, teacher, boss, spiritual teacher, spiritual guide. And I just feel like they're going to end up presenting you with some sort of option or a choice. The other thing is you might end up receive a communication from somebody who has a crush on you. I don't know if it'll move this month, but I feel like by the end of the month, there will be somebody that you might be in communication with or talking to or somewhat. I'm picking up a lot of Sagittarius energy from this person. They could be older, so that's something to look out for. But there is going to be some sort of secretive communication that comes to light, but this is important. Like I said, oh yeah, this is backing up. I didn't even see this. But this is backing it up. Some of you guys are going to be meeting a soulmate, but it's not going to blossom this upcoming month. There's still going to have to be time that's invested into it. So don't, if you get to the end of the month and you don't recognize who this person is, you will after some point in time. It's a slower moving energy. So I wouldn't really focus. I wouldn't too much focus on love necessarily this upcoming month for you, pile one. Because there's a time and place for that, and it is going to come in, so you don't have to exert any extra energy. It's going to happen in due time and relatively soon, just not this month with the Seven of Pentacles here. But I do see some flirting and all that good stuff, really lighthearted stuff, nothing super heavy. Page of Swords, yeah. I'm going to pull some extra cards, or some... some mini cards. I don't know why that took me so long to say. But anyways, there is something here about having to defend yourself. But I don't feel like it's anything high stakes. I really don't feel that way. I don't feel like it's super high stakes where this just makes or breaks you, where you have to like really come out of yourself. It could be that you're in an oratory class or something and you have to debate and then you end up really shining, or you just find yourself in a really philosophical kind of conversation with people in some way. But it's going to bring a lot of balance, because I just feel like you have to do this in order for you to regain confidence in yourself. And sometimes that happens, guys. You know, sometimes like... you might not be the confrontational type. You might not want to be the confrontational type. But I just feel like this is one that's actually going to benefit you, because you're going to know that, you can defend yourself. And I just feel like that's going to give you the confidence boost that you absolutely need. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was off the screen. But it's going to give you the confidence boost that you're actually needing. The Seven of Wands. Yeah. It's justice. I'm just hearing what's fair is fair. Like there's something, the Five of Swords. Again, yeah. What's fair is fair. But however you end up addressing this issue, it really ends up helping in your benefit. 2 sevens karmic. Again, the Four of Wands. The King of Pentacles. And the Six of Swords, and I got an extra one here, the Queen of Swords. So that's funny. I was gonna say we got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it could be over a relation. It could be over a relationship. But for some of you, I was going to say, it feels like it could be arguing with a man, and then we got 2 queens that came out. So it could be a feminine energy too, masculine energy. I'm not quite sure, but I just feel like overall, you're going to have to cut through the BS with something, and it's going to be exactly the confidence boost that you needed for yourself. It sounds different. It sounds like it's a roundabout. I'm not sure if some of you are debaters, but I just feel like you're really going to be able to get your point across in a really creative way, and this is going to end up inspiring you to go in a certain direction, or somebody's going to notice this talent and then guide you in a specific direction and be like, hey, have you ever thought about using that talent for this? Crazy. That is interesting, Part 1. So you'll really have to let me know if that is the case. Like I said, it could be in a schooling environment, a working environment, but something about you defending yourself, something about you being real, being honest and upfront is really going to draw attention from the right space. And it's going to end up honestly changing your life or changing your perspective and changing your direction. And I think that that's absolutely beautiful if you've been looking for like if you've been praying for like a sign or like, spirit, show me this is going to be the month where you get the first real inkling or knack or hunger for something that hopefully maybe you'll be passionate about. I'm not seeing any wand energy, so I just imagine it's going to be something thoughtful. It's either writing, or it could be like you get a writing opportunity or something about the sword. So, you know, the pen is mightier than the sword, but something about your sword energy is really going to be quite on fire. And, you know, do not shy away from it. Do not bite it. So I hope that if you're watching this reading, if there comes a time where your spirit is moved to say something, do not bite your tongue. Say it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to say it. All right. We got hold your vision, fixed moon. Oh, interesting. Reconsider. Look at that sword energy again. So there's something about your thoughts, and I feel like this is honestly a contradiction with hold your vision to reconsider. I really feel like whatever vision or whatever direction you thought you were going to go in, it's going to be different. You know, I almost could put this in, you know, reverse. Like, I feel like you're going to be giving up a vision in some form and replacing it with something else that has to deal with the sword, that has to deal with your knowledge, your wits, and how you're able to communicate. This is great. I know that this sounds crazy, but I'm really excited for you, Part 1. I don't know why. I don't know what this is. It's going to be different from everybody, for everyone watching this, but yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, and then you got don't stop. Like I told you, do not hold your tongue. If somebody is saying some shenanigans and it is irking your soul, then like, do not shy away from that. Just go in for it full force. And don't be afraid of your own power, especially if you have the gift of gab, especially if you know that you're a talented writer, if you know that you're a great orator, if you know that you're a great speaker, then this is the time for you to do that, because somebody is going to see you not put in and want to develop that or suggest that you develop that talent. You know, okay, I'm being called to tell this story. So there was one time in band camp. Wow, that's so funny. That movie was literally on earlier. Anyways, when I was in like middle school or something, I so wanted to go to the performing arts high school. And I auditioned for it and everything, and I missed it by 5 points, but I was the first one on the wait list because I auditioned late. I was coming from a different district, but I missed it by like, I don't even think it was 5 points. It might have been 2. It might have been 2 points. And I was on the first on the like wait list or whatever. And I remember going in and I was very disappointed because I was just obsessed. I'm a theater person. I'm a singer. That I just thought that my whole life was going to be at that theater school, and I was just going to be so happy and everything was going to fall into place and I would make it to Broadway. Anyways, that did not happen. As you can see, I'm not mad at it, but my teacher pulled me aside and was just like, you know, I know that you were really excited to get into that school and I know that you're disappointed, but you're too talented, actually. She was just like, you're a really great writer. And she was like, I just feel like you have other talents that you wouldn't be able to develop if you were kind of in a conservatory for theater. It would limit you in your expansion. And honestly, that meant a hell of a lot to me. Obviously, I still remember it. And I mean, golly, this had to be some decades ago at this point. I was just like, it really shifted my perspective, and it also made me take my other talents seriously, because I never really was, I knew I could sing and I was confident in that. I didn't even think I could act, but I knew that I could be a chorus person, right? So in doing that, it really forced me to develop some of my other talents, specifically writing. And, you know, lo and behold, a couple years later, it's time for me to apply for colleges. I had really awesome, spectacular theater teachers in high school, so I didn't even need to go to that, you know, the theater arts high school. Where was I with that story? My bad. So I didn't even need to go to the theater arts high school because I had really awesome theater teachers, and they picked up on my knack for writing, and they let me develop it. Fast forward, I applied to NYU. I ended up using a script that I wrote in high school, and that's how I got into NYU, was through writing. Most people do short films. Mine was a script. So crazy how life can work out. And so I feel like that was a thing. I was so tied to that vision of making it into that theater art school, so tied to that vision. And a teacher was just like, no, you're more than that, and forced me to develop one of my other skills that I love to this day. And I've been having a freaking knack to write like nobody's business. But I've developed so many other skills. Tarot, for one. I would not be, if I had what I wanted when I was like 5 years old, I wouldn't be here having this conversation, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So it's one of those situations where open yourself up. I needed that ounce of rejection, right? I needed to go through that rejection in order for my teacher to point it out to me that, hey, you're actually pretty talented in other stuff. And funny story, like after I started high school and got into the rhythm, they called me, and I ended up making it in, but I didn't even want to go by that time. So, you know, life is life. Life is life, so just ride the wave. So that's kind of like the energy that I'm getting from this. So just be open and listen to your professors and listen to your teachers, listen to your bosses, listen to people who can see you from outside of your own lens, because you could easily be missing a talent that needs to be developed, and that talent is going to put you on track to where you got to go. Simple as that. All right. So now let's look at your self-care, healthcare cards. We got lavender, relieve stress. So if you have any lavender, you might want to use that essential oil. It'll help, you know, relieve any stress or anything like that. Let them eat cake. Eat something sweet. If you have a sweet tooth, you know, you can spoil yourself a little bit. So have something sweet, have something fun. Your third eye chakra, indigo, between the brow, intuition and clear sight, amethyst. So using your intuition, and I am getting that third eye, that creative, that mind's eye. So really developing that energy as far as like writing and intuition and creativity and all that good stuff. I know that the third eye isn't that chakra, but again, that sword energy, that insight, that clarity is coming in with the third eye chakra. And then we got check your chart. Some things are out of your control. So some of you guys really should check your chart, see if there's something that's flared up, perhaps your 5th house, your 5th house, 6th house, 12th house, 3rd house. You could be having a lot of activity there. We are in Leo season, so you might have your sun in one of those houses or of some sort. But yeah, depending on where this hits you, somebody's going to be able to see you from a different perspective. So beautiful. I hope that this resonated with you, Pile 1. I know it's a different reading than what I was expecting, but it's really cool. And like I said, there is going to be some flirting. There is going to be a little bit of romance. I just don't think that that is the highlight of this particular month. But kudos to you. Do your thing. Do not be afraid to speak your mind, because there's massive changes that are coming to there's a massive change in your mind and your thinking that is going to really end up helping you so much. So that's what I got for you, Pile 1. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below. Let me know if this resonates or, you know, makes any type of sense. And yeah, that's what I got. Peace until next time. All right, I'm going to go get coffee, so I'll be right back. Whew, all right. Excuse me. That was really dramatic. Okay. Hello, pile number 2. It is AD with Cosmo Astrology, and I'm going to be doing your Cosmo Quickie, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, we are looking at what is happening in the upcoming month for you. If you're watching this when I upload it, it is September 2021. So that's what we're looking at. So this is the Cosmo Quickie. We're going to blaze through this. It's a timed reading. So let's go ahead and get into it without any further ado. Interesting card to start. Let me get it focused. So anytime this card pops out, it always gives me like a very technical and kind of analytical vibe. So we'll see if it ends up playing a part into the overall reading. But let's go ahead and start. I'm going to start with my astrology cards. Guys, you know me. Please keep in mind that I subscribe to Vedic, so my placements could be different than yours, but the energy should read about the same. All right, so we got South Node, K2, South Node, Life's Depths, also represented as K2 in Vedic astrology. Tough energy to deal with. Leo, I will. Okay. Interesting. Let's keep going. 8th house ending, so Scorpio energy, Capricorn, and Virgo. I knew it. I was like, there's something that you're analyzing. Yeah, pile number 1. I'm at 2. Excuse me. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful this month. I'm already getting an energy of being highly critical of yourself. The K2 Sun combo is really giving me this energy of you maybe not feeling your best. You're not feeling like yourself. And it could just be because there's things that, you know, Spirit wants you to change, and they want you to end certain cycles and be kind of more practical is kind of what I'm getting. But overall, I'm really getting this energy of like, don't be too hard on yourself. You know, life, I just got the Joker. Why so serious? You know, don't take things so seriously right now, because this is a very serious vibe. I mean, all these cards are extremely serious. The only one who's probably like fun is Mr. Leo over here. And I did get this energy too while I was shuffling, now seeing Leo. I feel like this is probably my birthday pile, even Leo, Virgo, Vedic Leos, Western Virgo. So this is my birthday pile, and okay, now I know what this is. All right. Okay. Whew. All right. I feel like specifically if this is your birthday month or you're looking at, you know, the time, I just feel like you're like, man, I haven't accomplished what I thought I should accomplish by this point in time. What am I doing? Stop that. Knock it out right now. It's not worth it going through that slippery slope of a mindset. It's just things have their beginnings and endings, and I feel like right now you're in the midst of an ending to start rebuilding something new and what you actually want and what you actually expect out of life. So there is this energy here that's telling me, sorry, let me see if I can get rid of some of that glare. I did it, but that's okay. I just really get this energy here of like where you're really looking at yourself, you're looking at your life, you're looking at the choices that you made, and I feel like you're being very critical of yourself this season. And if it's not your birthday, then you know you could just be in that energy. But there is no time limit. There is no right or wrong on how to live this life. There is no you have to have this done by this time. There's no prize for that. And I just feel like there's some major energies, there's some endings that have to come before you can get that fresh start. There could be some things that you've been holding on to from your past. This does feel like both of these cards indicate loss of some sort, but I feel like it's in order to be reborn again. It's like you have to cleanse. I'm getting this energy of like you need to cleanse. Look at that Leo energy again. So here we go with that ego energy that I really feel actually needs to be built up. We got Gemini, yeah, Jupiter. So these are opposite energies right here. Wow. Okay. So we got opposite, and then Scorpio splat dead in the middle. Okay. I'm trying to think of even where to start. There's just changes. There's changes that are happening for you this month. It's just like your mind, I don't want to like dig myself into a hole here, but I'm really getting that like, I'm saying this with the most love and appreciation in my heart. And so I hope that you don't take this any type of offensively, but you're really not always right, pile number 2, and there's certainly things for you to learn. And I think that the more that you kind of look at this moment in space as more of the student and less of the teacher, it'll be easier for you to navigate these changes that Spirit is putting you through. In another sense, you know, either you're learning how to be either more kind of humanitarian and think about other people, thinking outside of yourself and taking other people's feelings into consideration, or you're doing the opposite of that where you are becoming where you're stepping into your own spotlight, where you're tired of, you know, having to sacrifice for people that are around you, for friendships that are around you, and there's a change. So it's different. We're going to look at the cards to see what the energy is, but I really say, again, with a lot of love in my heart, be flexible. I'm hearing like you have to really be flexible in how you're thinking about like love and the pursuit of happiness, particularly when it deals with you versus other people, when it deals with you versus your friends, and, you know, remaining open and remaining flexible in what you think. You know, there's still more to learn, and it doesn't matter how old you are or how, you know, much life experiences that you have under your belt. You can learn something new every day. I want to say something else. There could be travel. Some of you guys could be traveling, short distance travel, long distance travel, but I just feel like there's definitely an expansion of the mind that needs to happen for you, specifically pile number 2 at this point in time. And it's going to be really, you know, changing, but I do see Pluto. There are going to be certain endings, maybe even sacrifice might be, you know, the word that comes to mind for some of you guys. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, death energy. This is my major arcana deck, and so I just want to look at what was, you know, the big picture here. And so to see death be here on top of Scorpio, on, you know, after 8th house, there has to be things that are ending. Note the hand as it's holding on so tightly to whatever that thing is. But also the snakes, this white snake and this black snake of wisdom. So I think that there's just a lot to learn. And the more that you're gripping onto whatever reality that you want it to be, the harder that it is going to be able to shift and shed that energies and be in a space where spirit really truly wants you to be, so you can learn the next chapter of your life. So just being open, it'll be so freeing for you. And I think that it backs up with the you don't know everything part, is like you don't know what spirit has in store for you. You don't know what your life is going to look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now. So if you're already being super hypercritical of yourself because things haven't happened, again, you're on spirit's timeline, not on your own. So it's just a matter to just remain humble to the process and to not get into this really easily nitpicky version of yourself where you're just like, oh, this isn't working out, blah, 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 and like really holding on to something that is out of your control. So just let it go, whatever it is that's confronting this month. All right, now let's move into your tarot. So we got the Prince of Pentacles, the Princess of Swords, the Princess of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like for some of you guys, this is work related. Focus on what you can focus on. Focus on what's in front of you. Do not focus on what's out of your control, because you're just going to end up feeling like your ego is just going to go kaput. And I don't think that you have to go through that. This is just a time to, like, I'm a big proponent of naps. I'm a big proponent of baths. Like, when you just start getting frustrated or irritated or feeling like, oh my gosh, this is not going my way, then take a breath and take a step back, you know? Particularly when it comes to a working environment. Somebody certainly has their eye on you. We'll have to look to see if in a good or bad way, but I'm definitely getting strong energy about your working environment this week for sure. Death again. So a lot of changes, major changes. Prince of Wands and the Star card, yay. So there is an opportunity for healing here. There is an opportunity for wish fulfillment, but you have to let whatever spirit is telling you to let go, you need to let it go, because it's drowning you. It's drowning out your ego. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that that's what you need. You know, spirit is saying for you to pick up that wand, hop on that lion, again, that Leo energy, and just start moving forward, start charging towards what it is that you want. Again, Aquarius energy. So, yeah. But I also feel this energy where you could honestly be standing out at work because, like I said, somebody has their eye on you. That's really positive, okay? All right. The Lovers, decisions, right? The Queen of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So definitely pile number 2. Looking at the whole grand scheme of things, there's a decision that's going to have to be made probably in your working environment. There's just a whole bunch of changes. There's a lot of things that are out of your control right now, but I do think that it's for you to move forward and for your best interest. You're really going to have to be looking with the Queen of Swords and being very diligent in your environment around you. Do not internalize other people's feelings. Do not internalize other people's projections of you, right? Because I think a lot of it is inaccurate. But if you end up taking it and allowing other people's energies to seep through you, then it really is going to affect you. So please monitor who you are talking to, who you are spending time with. This Seven of Pentacles and how she's drawing this kind of force field around her in a way. I really do think that you need to set boundaries and protect yourself through these changes, because you are so fragile right now. There could be an ending to a connection. There could be an ending to a connection that was just moving so slowly. This person was taking a while to open up. There could be just a change in your financial trajectory, your job, what it is that you want to do. I just imagine to really be as open as you possibly can. But somebody certainly has their eye on you, I feel like, in a working environment. And I'm picking up mostly on a feminine energy. And it could be positive. I don't think that it's going to play a part into this month with the Seven of Pentacles there. But I do think that after everything is all said and done, then maybe next month, October, November, if you have like quarter, reviews or whatever, then you will see. But just know that somebody is watching you. Somebody has their eye on you. And like I said, I still don't feel if it's necessarily good or bad, positive or negative. Like, I'm really getting that somebody is watching your work. So that is why it is so important for you this month to really be on your P's and Q's, is what I'm hearing. If you are letting other people's energy affect you and you're not, on your tip-top shape, then people are noticing it and it will come up in your working environment. So just be aware of that. If your work is starting to be affected by your relationships, somebody is seeing that. And they will bring it to your attention if you don't course correct. Pile number 2, if you don't course correct. I don't see that for everyone. You can, fake it till you make it. There's been times where when I was working, I was having a terrible day and I cried the entire time I was there. But every time the boss came in, I was like I was so cheery and, on a 10%. I'm a Gemini rising, so I can switch between the two. And then as soon as she closed the door, I'd just be crying. So I'm not saying that you can't be crying at work, but I'm just saying that you really don't let it affect the work that you're doing. Really focus on prioritizing and do not hang on to something for dear life if spirit is guiding you to move in a different direction. I cannot stress that enough, because there's just options. I'm also getting we don't have any cup energy here. 0 cup energy, and the only water energy that we had is Scorpio. So I just really feel like you have to take your emotions. This month, September, pile 2, is not going to be, do not give in to your emotions. Just make the best decisions for yourself. Be logical. Do not be irrational. Be practical. Be grounded. The Queen of Pentacles. What's more practical and grounded than the Queen of Pentacles? Especially if you identify as a Virgo. If you are a Virgo or identify as a Virgo, then I really do feel like you need to step into that version of yourself that knows how to just pinpoint a situation. We are in Virgo season, in Western astrology, so it makes sense. But please just don't be super duper critical of yourself. There's no need. There's major changes that are coming up. Yeah, the 8 of Pentacles. Pay attention to your work and what you can pay attention to. The 2 of Pentacles. I always take, 5 of Wands. Whew. The King of Pentacles. I'm at the Jack of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. That's Leo energy. So if you identify as Leo, identify as Virgo, right? The 8 of Wands. There could be, I'm still getting that there might be travel for some of you. Some of you guys might actually need it to take a break. If you know that, if of what I said and you're not the type of person that can balance your emotions when you are at work, that's okay. I'm not judging at all, but then you need to take off. Do not show up to work and be half-assed and you know your reviews are coming up and all the other stuff. Don't be half-assed. Just be like, you know, I'm sick, not feeling good. And Simone Biles that shit, you know, take a mental health week. Fuck that. Oh man, I didn't mean to say the F word, but just F that. You know what I'm saying? Get that out of there. But yeah, I'm picking up strong Taurus energy. I just feel like there's somebody who is just slagging behind. And you don't need that energy conflicting with what you got going on. All the glory and the beauty that is you, pile number 2. Let's move into your oracles. Yeah, nothing is set in stone. Mutable. Moon. Did I mention being flexible? Was it to you? No, that might have been pile number 1. But there is a need for you to be flexible and just ride this waves. Do not get so tied to a feeling that you end up letting that be the feeling to dictate what it is and how you feel. Like I already said, you have to remain diligent. Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. The Queen of Cups is not present. There's no cup energy present here. So if you are feeling emotional, take a nap, take a bath. Watch some bad trash television, whatever it is that you need to do to not let yourself just spiral into nothingness. There's no need. There's just no need. There's no need for it. You can just ride this wave, wait for the storm to pass. And if spirit is trying to take something or someone out of your life, then let it happen. Do not get so tied to your vision. It will only bring pain and suffering. Okay? It will only make you emotional, and you really can't afford it, pal 2. You really can't afford it. We got the within the next few weeks. Boom. So, this could be coming in, again, the next few weeks, this next month. This might not make sense to you now. This might be one of those readings that you hear my voice later. But yeah, something significant is going to be happening within the next few weeks. So just be, on alert for that. So now we're moving into your self-care, healthcare cards, material world, material girl. Buy it or let them buy it for you. So if there's something that you've been wanting to buy to spoil yourself, to treat yourself, then go ahead and do it. Splurge a little bit. I think that you deserve it. Even if it's particularly if it is your birthday or around your birthday in some type of way, then go ahead and do it like it's your B-day, baby. Do it like it's your B-day. Like, just go ahead and do it. Do not, stop. I do feel like whatever it is that you invest with yourself, you get the money back. So go do something nice for yourself. We got bergamot, essential oil, reduce stress and improve skin conditions. So this might be something that you want to use. If you use essential oils or diffusers and all that stuff, bergamot might help you reduce stress, especially in this situation. It seems kind of uncomfortable, but that's okay. And then, oh wow, look at that. Solar plexus chakra, yellow, stomach, empowerment, personal growth, ego, amber. This is what I was saying. There's something here about your ego. Your ego is not where it needs to be right now. So don't make any decisions based off of what you don't have, what you think you can't get. Just let this moment breathe, let it pass. If you have to take a break for yourself to recalibrate, if you're not feeling 1,000%, then take that break, recalibrate. You're not stuck in this situation. Nothing is set in stone, nothing. So it's not like you're looking at the rest of your life. Like, is the rest of my life going to be this? No, it's not. It's just, this is just the wave right now. Within the next few weeks, I think things are going to vastly improve, for you. But, happy birthday. If it is your birthday, it is a happy birthday. It is a celebration of life. You might not be where you think that you thought that you might not be where you thought you were going to be at this moment in time, but you are exactly where you should. And I looked at my clock and I'm at 3:33. So this is going to be a time and a year of expansion. So just remain positive, remain strong. Do not get too critical on yourself. There's no need. There's no need. Some things are just out of your control, okay? Excuse me. So that is what I got for you, pile number 2. Please, just try to reduce stress. This seems to be kind of more of a heavier month. I'm not going to lie, but I do think that you will be able to overcome this gracefully as long as you just try not to give into the waves. Don't let your emotions swallow you. Like I said, put that cup energy aside. Focus literally on everything else. Focus on anything else but your emotions, guys. It's just not going to serve you, particularly this month. And whatever changes that are meant to come in for you, please just, ride the wave. Spirit is not, trying to abandon you or leave you in a certain way, So That's what I got. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok if you don't already. If you already do, muchas gracias. I appreciate you guys so much. Peace until next time. Alrighty. And last, but absolutely not least, we have pile number 3. Hello, welcome, welcome. I am AD with Cosmo Astrology, and this is your pick a card reading, your Cosmo Quickie for the week. We are looking at what is your upcoming month. If you're looking at this when I post it, then this is September 2021. So this is upcoming month predictions, guys. The Cosmo Quickie is a time reading, so we're just gonna go ahead and hop straight into it without any further ado. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the Yu-Gi-Oh card. This is a little hedgehog thingy thing, and it's, what is it? The Sim Tabler. It's so funny. I'm thinking about buying the Sims. I love the little Sims game, and I haven't played in like at all this year, and I'm like, so it's a really good pastime for me. I don't know if some of you guys are fellow simmers, but regardless, anyways, I just feel like there's an energy here where like you're getting down and dirty with that mole energy, like you're like working underground or something, or you're digging, you're finding some sort of truth, you're just going underground. So we'll see if that ends up playing into the reading at all. But let's go ahead and hop into it, guys. I am going to start with my astrology deck. Please keep in mind, you know me, I subscribe to Vedic astrology, so my placements could be different than yours, but the energy should absolutely read about the same. Okay, starting off strong, coming in hot. Fire element, fire and desire. Okay, so there's a lot of passion. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, but I just imagine that there could be a certain direction that you really feel like you're trying to go in. Second house, owning. Okay, so there could be a very acute attention to finances, or what it is that you want to, what it is that you want for yourself. But I'm also hearing specifically buying things for yourself. So you might go on a little shopping spree. Libra, I balance, a very Venetian energy. Libra, Taurus. I'm at Taurus, Libra. And it could be for some of you guys, you are really balancing your desires, what it is that you want, with a practical plan. There is a balance here. That's a beautiful energy. Destiny. So this could be a big month for you. Big changes, or just stepping into your purpose, stepping into your power. Excuse me, with all this fire. So we have Aries, Libra. So I just feel like you're balancing something out. Maybe in the past you've been investing a lot into other people's relationships, and now you are taking that energy back and you are going to go pursue your own specific destiny. And it's interesting how money plays into this. So I do feel like there is going to be an increase in money. Oh yeah, part of fortune increase. Yeah, so this, yeah, boom. I just feel like you're really going to be able to do something nice for yourself this month. The money that you spend is going to come back. So don't be afraid to spend money if you have any extra over. There's been things that you wanted to do, things that you want to get. I really do think that this is going to be a really great month for, you know, money. Other than that, I just feel like there's an increase to you yearning for your destiny, for you like, I need to do this thing. I need to be on my path. I want these changes to happen. I want to explore. For some of you guys, it is artistic with Libra, second house, so it could be something creative. I'm looking at the sun. Leo is one of the most creative signs, so I really do feel like your ego is really aligning with its purpose. Like you're aligning. You're aligning. Even here, it's aligning. Your 7th house and 2nd house are aligning. So your relationships are going to bring in money. Awesome. Period. We have the sun and the moon. Again, more relationship kind of energy, opposites kind of energy in a sense. Cancer, Leo. So your intuition could be extremely strong and like on point. So I'm really getting that you might have dreams, like you might dream of things, or real strong cases of deja vu. Saturn, discipline, earth energy, Aquarius, Capricorn coming through here, you know, Saturn. And I feel like, you know, speaking to pile 2, but for you, pile number 3, I really get this energy where you may have mastered your emotions at this month. Like I just feel like you're able to separate the two. Like you have a really strong control over your emotions. Things that affected you before are not affecting you now, because you're just like, look, if it's not on my path, then I don't care. If it's not helping me, then I don't care. And I feel like you're just kind of moving through life in that way. Yeah, very, very balanced Earth, stability, and Libra. So again, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Libra. So this balancing energy of like practicality, what you're good at, what you like to do, your emotions, and disciplining yourself. So this is a really big month for disciplining. But I think it's in the best way possible. I'm not getting disciplined as in restrict yourself in some way. I'm really getting disciplined and just understanding what you have to do and putting in that work to go get there. Yeah, going underground to do it. But really beautiful energies, literally beautiful energies with Libra, Earth. So this could deal with appearances in some way, shape, or form, or like artistic, creative pursuits that finally are like planting themselves. But I feel like you're planting yourself. All right. Okay, we're looking at our main card. We got, the High Priestess. All right, Pisces energy, that intuition. I just feel like spirit is working its magic. It's interesting because every time I see this card, I don't know if the artist did it on purpose, but it just gives me ovary vibes. So I don't know what that means. You know what? Let me, I get it now. Okay, so this does look like ovaries to me, but ovaries represent the womb, so I feel like you could be giving birth to something, or you're inspired by something, you're incubating something, and it is going to take life, it is going to take form, it is going to take shape. But the High Priestess is all about the unknown, the uncovered. So some of you guys could be, your dreams. I just feel like your dreams are going to be wicked. I do. Pay attention to them. Definitely get a dream journal, because that's how spirit is choosing to communicate with you this upcoming month. Yeah, so let's get into it, all right? Let's get into your cards. The Fool card, new beginnings, we love it. The Four of Cups and the Three of Wands. I really feel like you're looking past this Four of Cups energy. Normally the Four of Cups is depicted with that, guy with his arms crossed, but in the Three of Wands is him looking beyond, the looking beyond the horizon, waiting for a ship to come in. I get like you're moving out of that state. It could be towards the end of the month, like towards the latter half of the month, but I just feel like a new adventure awaits you and you're just waiting for that start. You're like, okay, I understand that it's happening. I'm just waiting for that to come in, and I'm seeing for it could be within the next 3 to 4 weeks. Like I do feel like this is towards the end of September, but you might be just like taking what you can and going in another direction. It could be because you have money, you have more money and you're just like, I'm going to go travel. I'm going to go do something. I'm going to just go start somewhere else because you have enough money to do it. Like just enough. Like, I don't know if you're like rolling in the dough, because like he even has a little hole in his pants, but you have enough to be like, all right, I'm buying me a ticket. I have enough money for this much rent, and I'm going to figure it out when I get there kind of energy, because there is looking past the stagnancy. But let's keep going for sure. The Wheel of Fortune. What is this? We have the Eight of Swords in the middle of the deck. Yeah. And the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I just feel like major changes are coming to things that you were insecure about. I feel like you're actually breaking free. You're finding clarity from this in this upcoming month. Let's keep going. This is really fascinating. We got the Seven of Pentacles. I swear the Seven of Pentacles have showed up in every pile today. So that's really fascinating. The Seven of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Let me get a second. All right. Pile 3, it's not bad at all. This isn't a negative reading at all. It just depends on what decision you ultimately end up making, because there could be there's like a push-pull here. So we have clarity, movement, changes, and then we have 2 cards of stagnancy. And then surrounding them, we just have like, there's going to be a moment for you to break free. And I feel like, again, you're going to have to do like some mental patience to just know that like this opportunity is going to come, because you feel it. And again, perhaps you're having dreams about it. Like it's so close. I'm getting this image of like, it's so close. I can taste it. It's literally at the tip of your tongue. It's at your fingertips. It's right there. This opportunity is right there, but it's not here yet. So that's why I said I feel like this is coming in towards the end of the month. It might be like the last day of the month that this opportunity ends up happening, or you might end up feeling like comfortable enough to go explore or something, because there is clarity that comes in. There's a message. The Three of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords. There is message, there is information that's coming towards you, and it's going to be very important and vital to you. But overall, I feel like there's a defensiveness, because this entire middle row is all cards of stagnancy, self-doubt with the Eight of Swords here, not really knowing what the next step is. And there are changes, but it's not quite yet. There's an investment. You're still waiting. Even the Three of Wands is a card of waiting and anticipation. So there's a lot of anticipation this month to this breakthrough information that's going to come in. But it's not going to happen till like the end of the month. So, you know, you just have to remain mentally strong, mentally adaptable. And like I said, disciplining yourself, getting yourself into a routine, keeping your emotions. And again, this could be the test of, like I said earlier, where it's just like you have mastered your emotions. You're not so emotional. You know what this is, and you're just like, you know what? I could spend my time kicking and screaming, but I'm not going to. I'm going to just wait, because I know that this is happening. I'm having dreams about it. I'm seeing numbers. I have the synchronicities. I don't know when the shoe is going to drop, but I know that it's going to drop. So it's just a matter of not placating to those more impatient sides of you, into that more vulnerable side of you that is terrified that what you've invested in isn't going to work out. It is. I really do feel like it's going to work out. It's just going to take time to get there. Okay. Let's see. I want to know, what is the information that you're waiting for? The Ten of Cups. Just good information. Just good news. Yeah, I think it's a dream job. You know, it could be for some of you guys, you're applying for a job. Wow, you're waiting to hear back. You're waiting for a fresh start. I feel like you're waiting for the green light. I feel like you're just waiting for the green light. That's what you're waiting for. And it's not going to happen to the end of the month. But you are going to get that green light. Yeah, for sure. I feel like you're going to go. This month, really, honestly, truly, pile number 3, this is about preparing for your next journey. So and getting money, you know, and saving money, because if you know that you're going to be moving, or you know that you're being called to go in a different direction, then it's time for you to kind of save your money, sort of, and in other ways learn how to spend your money, because you're getting it back, right? So I just feel like you're stepping into there's a major change, but it's not major change. There's a change that has happened. There's a switch, and you're learning how to function in this space, even though this space isn't exactly where you want to be this month. I feel like the opportunity, the green light, the newness is going to come in again at the end of the month. But in the middle of the month, get those things that you've been putting off because you haven't had the money. You have the money now. Get the money. Keep enough money that if you had to drop everything tomorrow, you don't want $0 in your account, but you don't need $5,000 in order to be comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a middle ground. And I feel like some of you guys, or I'll speak for myself, I know that I could probably relate to this. It's just like, I hate spending money, and I'm doing better financially than I have before in different parts of my life, but I'm just like so terrified to spend the money, because like, but there's things that I want, there's things that I need. I want to get new clothes, I want to get a hard drive, there's just shiz that I need. And I haven't wanted to, because I'm like, oh, I want to be prepared for, you know, anything that happens, or I want to have like a rainy day. It's a mixture of both. It's like you're going to have enough money because you're making good money. Money's coming back to you. You put it out, it comes back. You put it out, it comes back. It's not an issue. But also just being aware that like you're going to be using that money and that funds to go travel or do something else. There is going to be an opportunity that comes in, and you're going to have enough, like just enough to go get you where you need to go. So, you know, do the dance. Do the dance of those two things, you know. But interesting. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. Definitely wish fulfillment. Look at that image of the boat there. Yeah, the Three of Wands again. So I do feel like you're going to be moving forward. The Ten of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck is going to happen. Pile number 3, whatever it is that you want to happen, it is going to happen. You're going to get your wish fulfillment. You're going to get your green light. You're going to get your opportunity. You're going to get the residential change. You're going to get the good times, the feeling good about yourself, the emotional fulfillment, whatever it is. Look, wow, we got, you know, again, just that money, the Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Whatever you have, the seed that you have is enough to get you to where you're going to go, and then you're going to be able to flourish. So do not worry about money. Don't worry about spending it, and don't worry about making it. Because that's not going to be the main issue this month. So have fun, you know? That's really what I'm getting. Like, really have fun. Fight with your finances. That's what I mean. Don't overdo it, but don't underdo it, you know? Yeah. So now we can move into your Oracle deck. Show the world the real you, real moon and Aquarius, and then step out of your comfort zone. That is so funny. So yeah, there is going to be an opportunity for you to step out of your comfort zone and show the world the real you, but you're going to have to do something, or you're going to be presented with this opportunity that is going to force you to do something that doesn't make you comfortable, but this is what you've been waiting for. I really feel like it's the end of the month, guys. It's going to come like at the tail end of the month. But have fun. Really have fun. Yeah, North Node. Didn't we have Yod earlier? Yeah, Destiny, Rahu. You're moving towards your purpose, your mission. And some of you guys have things that you're meant to share, things that you're meant to communicate, things that you're meant to demonstrate to the world, and you're going to get the opportunity to do that. You know, it's up to you if you take it, because you're going to have to, you know, sacrifice or step out of your comfort zone, of course. So you're going to have to get out of your, you know, your boundaries, your safe place, and do something bold. And I think that it starts with really treating yourself. You know, if you know that you want to start over or whatever, then get yourself a new wardrobe. Get the things that you've been putting off that you need. Get it. You have it, you know. If you don't have it, then you will have it this month, right? Enjoy it. That's just what I really keep hearing. Like, enjoy it. Unlikely, be assertive. So unlikely is an interesting card. So maybe there's something that you're really tied to that might be unlikely to happen. But I'm also reading this as, she's revealing herself. She's revealing her mask. But I'm reading this as this might not be, again, the most action-packed month up top. I just don't think it's going to be it's unlikely for it to be very like Aries kind of energy. But then it's going to pick off. But again, there's both these cards are just showing, you know, reveal yourself, show yourself. Yeah, that's what Spirit has in store for you. So let's go ahead and move into your self-care healthcare card. So we got sandalwood, essential oil, calm nerves, and helps with focus. So this is essential oil diffuser. If you have this scent, you might want to use it because it'll help you. You got drink more tea, have a glass of your favorite tea, or explore new tea options. So yeah, drink tea, incorporate tea. I love tea. So, and you know, drink more of it. Because I just feel like this is a month where you're kind of taking it easier. You're focusing on work. You know that something's coming. You just don't know where it's coming from. And then at the last tail end of it, it reveals itself. And then, yeah, mani-pedi, treat yourself. What did I say? Treat yourself. Treat yourself. You know, my nail broke. Like, again, my nail broke. I just haven't had time. The shop's closed, but I am going to do this, and I'm excited, and I'm going to get a manicure and a pedicure at the same time. I rarely do that because I'm always like, I don't want to waste money. But, you know, this is just saying if you are very Capricornian or are very Aquarius, very practical Taurus energy, that like you can splurge, you can treat yourself in times where you are doing well financially. Yes, you can be responsible and save some, but you don't have to save everything. You know, again, it just signals the universe how comfortable you feel. If you're still functioning in that lack mentality, then how can the universe continue to give and give you abundance, especially if you're waiting for this really awesome financial opportunity to come in? It's like you already have to start practicing, you know, living in abundance, right? You know, signaling that energy to the universe and appreciating what you have. because I just get a very Venetian energy. Like I said, Libra, all that good stuff. It could be more social stuff. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be super duper social this month, because I feel like you're kind of focused on like what is the next move. But you know, just understand, pile number 3, you do have an adventure coming your way, and you should enjoy it and be proud of yourself and pat yourself in the back, because I think that you've come a long way already. So now's just the time to enjoy some of the fruits of your labor, because I don't think that you have. I don't think that you've allowed yourself to do so. So that's really what I got from you guys. Congratulations. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Drop a comment if this resonated and made sense to you guys. I appreciate you so much. Peace until next time.